Using basketball as a tool for overcoming religious barriers. One event today near the Vatican attempted to do just that. The event was organized by the former NBA star Enes Kanter Freedom with his foundation and with collaboration For the Martyrs, the nonprofit organization that seeks to raise awareness about Christian persecution. And joining us now from Rome is Gia Chacon, founder of the For the Martyrs organization, who helped organize the basketball event. Gia, great to see you again. And can you tell us more about today's event and the partnership with the Enes Kanter Freedom?
Enes Kanter Freedom and For the Martyrs are coming together in Rome to host an interfaith basketball camp where we're bringing children together on the basketball camp, ages 7 to 17, to teach them the ideas of coexistence and tolerance. So today we have over 100 children of all different faith backgrounds. We have Christians, Muslim children, as well as Jewish children coming together to look past our differences and learn how we have more together, or we have more in common in human fraternity.
Most definitely. And tell us more about today's event. How many people are you expecting out there?
So we currently have over 100 children on the basketball court right now of all ages. We have 7-year-olds all the way to 17, again, from all different backgrounds of faith.
Oh, wonderful. And in recent years, we also know that the number of persecuted Christians around the world has increased so greatly. Can you explain this trend and what countries and situations are the most critical out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Many people don't realize that Christians are the most persecuted religious minority. 1/3 of the world faces religious oppression, and an overwhelming 80% of the oppressed are Christian. And shockingly, we see the trend of Christian persecution actually increasing every single year. So as the world is progressing and supposedly becoming more tolerant, in fact, the world is becoming less tolerant of Christians in certain regions. And we see this to be true throughout the Middle East, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, to name just a couple. But we also see this in China and North Korea, where Christians are suffering at the hands of communist regimes. And in Nigeria, we actually see an increase of Islamic extremism and extremist groups persecuting Christians. So these are just a few trends. But again, this is a global issue. Christian persecution is increasing every single year.
Well, I tell you, For the Martyrs organization, you've done some amazing work out there of just bringing these kids together, in particular with this basketball team. But what's next for the organization that you'd like to see the future?
For the Martyrs hosts an annual march to stand in solidarity with the persecuted church. We are the first and only large-scale march in the United States that's bringing together Christians of all denominations as one voice for the persecuted church. And this is held annually in Washington, D.C. So we will be returning to D.C. again this year in the fall. But we're excited to continue to work with figures like Enes Kanter Freedom to promote this idea of not only human fraternity, but to realize and spread the message that religious freedom is a human right. And we can instill this in children beginning at young ages to, again, look past their differences and recognize the human dignity in our brothers and sisters, regardless of their backgrounds.
It does start with that, getting them young and letting them know and educating them and the importance of that. And thank you so much, Gia Chacon, founder of For the Martyrs organization. Thank you for joining us.